thank you so much for being here. Today I have a strong warrior flow for you. We're going to go through the traditional warrior poses along with some chair poses, a lot of work into our legs and our arms. I also want to focus on really leaning into those uncomfortable spaces. In my opinion, the best way to work through discomfort, challenges, and even pain is to lean into it and acknowledge it. So I hope we can not only get a good workout for our bodies, but also a little more peace up here as well. Join me on the mat. So we'll start standing in Tadasana at the top of our mats to get centered before we begin to move, taking some deep and slow inhales and steady exhales, noticing how we are rooted down into the mat, how your legs are strong, maybe lifting your kneecaps, slightly tucking the tailbone, and then lifting the shoulders up and back. Taking a couple more deep breaths here to set an intention for your class. Maybe sticking with the theme, being a strong warrior, facing a challenge in our lives. Leaning into all those things as we challenge our bodies as well. On an inhale, float the arms to a 90-degree angle in front of you, and then just simply take the right arm back in a fist, like you're pulling an arrow, opening the chest to the right. On an exhale, release that hand forward to meet the left hand and open it up into an open arm twist to the right side. Good. Now bring that arm up and over, back to center. Same thing on the left side, like you're a strong warrior with an arrow, a bow and arrow. Who uses those these days? I don't know, but left hand pulls back into a fist, open the chest to the left. On an exhale, hand comes forward, open the fist, bring it up and over to an open arm twist to the left side. Inhale to get wider, exhale to twist deeper, and then bring that hand back up to center. One more time on the right, pull the hand back in a fist, open arm twist, and then release that fist, hand comes back to meet the left, and open it up to an open arm twist to the right. Open the right side of the body. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, twist deeper. And then bring that hand back to meet the left. One more time, left side. Pull that hand back in a fist. Open the chest. And release the hand to the front of the room. Open that fist. And open the arm out to a T. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, twist deeper. And then bring that hand back to the front, getting a little arm workout here, a sneaky one. And I want you to just pull both hands back into a fist under your armpits, and then release that to the front. Bring those hands up and swan dive them up and out. One more time, inhale, float the arms up to the sky. Reach tall on the inhale, and exhale, arms stay high. This time, bring your hands to 90-degree angle, cactus the arms, pulling the elbows back and reaching forward with the chest. Good. Inhale, arms come up. One more time, cactus arms. And find a little back bend this time. Lift up on the inhale and exhale. Pull the elbows back and down. Maybe you can lift the gaze, lift the eyes up to the ceiling. Maybe you can shift those hips forward a bit. And then inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive the arms down. Hands meet the mat. First forward fold, take a deep bend in either knee. One and then the other. Just finding some movement in our first forward fold of class. Allowing your torso to hang heavy. We'll take an alternate leg stretch. So we'll place a bend in the left knee. Left hand stays on the mat. We're going to do that same arm movement once again, but in this different shape. So the right arm pulls up, bow and arrow, and then exhale, release the hand to the mat, and then open that arm up, bringing that right arm to the ceiling. Left knee is bent, finding a nice twist and forward fold. Inhale to reach tall, exhale to twist and fold, and release that, straighten that left leg, bend the right knee, Left arm is going to pull up into a fist like it's pulling an arrow. And release that hand down to the mat and open that arm up high to the sky. Inhale to open the chest, lift the arm tall. Exhale to twist deeper, find more space in the torso. One more breath here. And exhale, let that go. Fold forward. Maybe grab opposite elbows on this forward fold. Breathing here. Good. And place the hands down on the mat. Step one knee down to the mat and then the other. Warming up through some cat-cows on an inhale. Drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow. Exhale, tuck the belly button into the spine, curve in the spine, cat pose. Inhale, gaze up, belly down, cow. Exhale, belly button to spine, cat pose, press through the hands. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. This time really deeply sink the belly down, shoulders press back, gaze up. Exhale, belly button pulls up and in, really dramatically curve the spine, press through the hands, and release back child's pose for one breath here. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Child's pose is available to you throughout class as we begin to heat things up right now. But let's come back to hands and knees. We're going to find some donkey kicks to really imagine kicking those problems, getting out a little anger in yoga. How often do we get to do that, right? So we're going to take our right knee and float it up to the ceiling and kick up tall. Knee is bent. Kicking up with the right knee and letting it down. And kicking up with the right knee and letting it down. If you like, you can extend that leg and keep the foot flexed. Couple more. Kick and bend. Kick and bend. Kick and bend. Kick and bend. Release. This time we're going to do 5 to the side. Fire hydrants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to do 5 kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Release that. And switching over to the other side. Left knee kicks back. 1, 2. An option to kick all the way. 3. And kick. 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 I lost count on the other side. I know we're doing 5 hydrants. But we'll just stop here after a couple more. Good. And release. This time we'll do 5 hydrants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 5 kicks out to the side. 1, 2, 3. Kick those troubles away. Have a little fun with it. 4 and 5. Good. Sink back. Child's pose for a breath or 2. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let that go. Now we'll press up to downward facing dog. Really pressing through all 10 fingers. Stretching back with a long spine. Tailbone slightly tips up. Think about energetically drawing your heels toward the mat. Your heels absolutely do not have to touch the mat. Your knees can be bent, but think about straightening the knees. Think about driving those heels toward the mat. Now paddle out your down dog as you get comfortable. Maybe you have some cracks in your toes, your joints, just really seeing where you can loosen up, open up. And then we'll just warm up this down dog by finding a deep bend in the knees, pressing our hips up and back, and then shifting forward to plank. And then back to down dog, deep bend in the knees, shifting the hips up and back, and forward to plank. So scoop those hips up with a deep bend in the knee, and shift forward to plank. 2 more times. Scoop the hips back and up, and then shift forward to plank. Scoop the knees and the hips up and back, and then forward to plank. From plank, we'll run through our vinyasa. First time through, we'll modify. So hips are low, spine is long. We're going to drop our knees down to the mat as we lower our torso all the way down. Tops of the feet touch the mat. Lower your torso all the way down. And then inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest, baby cobra, fingers pointing forward. Exhale, come back down, tuck the toes. On your knees, press through table up to downward facing dog. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Look forward to the top of the mat. Step to the top of the mat. Feet between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands sweep up, arms by the ears. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward, sun salutation here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, option to step back, or you can hop back. Option for the modified vinyasa, or join me in a full vinyasa. Shift forward on your toes first. Lower down, halfway, elbows bent, option to go all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog, option for cobra. If you're an up dog, hips are lifted off the mat. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. As I cue you through vinyasa, know that you can always skip it and go directly to down dog or take a rest in child's pose. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. This time, as we bring our arms by the ears, we'll sink our hips low, chair pose. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, sink deeper. We're going to do those same arms we did. Challenge now though in chair. Hands come parallel to 90 degrees. Pull that right arm back with the arrow and let that hand go and open up, open arm twist in chair pose. And hand comes back to the front. Deep breath in to reset. Exhale, sink deep. Left hand pulls back, arrow to the left. Release to the front. Open arm, twist to the side. Good, bring that hand back to the front. One more time. Pull the hands back, double arrows. Release them to the front. Release chair pose, swan dive down. Option to run through the vinyasa or meet in down dog. If you're with me in vinyasa, hop back, shift forward, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Firing things up right now. 3-legged dog, right side. Inhale to lift the right leg up. Hips can be parallel, or you can open that hip up. Take a breath here to explore this movement, waking up the hip, maybe with a circle one direction and a circle in the opposite direction. Before stepping that foot through, dialing the back heel down on the mat. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. You remember those arms? We're doing it once again. You'll know it real well by the end of this class. So bring those hands forward to parallel. Left hand pulls back. Shoot that arrow, let it go. And then left hand comes up and back, warrior two. Arms come to a T, open to the side. Inhale, shift forward, flip the palm. Exhale, back hand comes to the thigh or the calf, reverse warrior. Inhale, chest lifts, ribcage lifts. Exhale, go back. And release that, come back to warrior two for a moment. Straighten the front leg, 2 straight legs. You might have to walk your back foot in a bit as we move into triangle pose. 2 straight arms, 2 straight legs, shift forward with the torso and reach down, grab shin or ankle, or if you have a block handy, this is a great time to place that block on the outside of your foot and lift up tall. If you don't have a block, you have a steady big water bottle, that would do. I've even used marinara jars for blocks, so you have that. You just do what you can. Don't need anything fancy for yoga. Breathing here. One more deep breath in. You have it. You can take that back hand and grab the inner thigh or the top of the thigh. Open the chest. Wherever you are, release that hand up. Bring hands back down to the mat. If you have 2 blocks, have them handy for pyramid pose. If you don't have the blocks, that's just fine. So make sure those hips are shifted so they're parallel to the top of your mat this time. Same stance as triangle, but feet are pointing forwards and so are the hips. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold forward, forehead to knee. So if you need to bend that knee, blocks help with this. Breathe into the stretch here. And release. Release the blocks. Coming up to stand tall in pyramid. And then bring those hands down to the mat. Before we let this side go, we'll take lizard. So walk that right foot out to the side. Sink into the hips. If you can drop that left leg down to the mat or come on the outside edge of the right foot. All options to deepen your stretch here in lizard. A really nice hip opener. Another option is to come onto the forearms. You do have blocks or jars, cans. The nice thing is you can pause the video to go get them, but you can also stay up tall in lizard. Wherever you feel this nice hip opening is perfect. And release. You can go straight to down dog or join me in a vinyasa flow, chaturanga, 2 up dog, 2 downward facing dog for 1 deep breath in. And 1 deep breath out. Inhale, left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. You can keep that leg low and parallel. You can open the hip, or you can draw a couple circles in one direction, maybe the other direction. Inhale to lift the leg. Exhale to step it through. Dial the back heel on the mat. Inhale, rise up, warrior 1. For a deep breath in, and then bring those hands forward to parallel. Right arm pulls back, shooting that arrow, releasing and opening up, warrior 2. Deep bend in the front knee, chest lifts, gaze forward over that front middle finger. Inhale, shift the torso forward, flip the front palm, and lift the hand up. And go back, reverse warrior. Inhale, lift up through the side of the body. Exhale to bend back. So really we want to think lifting up before we go back. Don't forget about the bend in the front knee. Coming back up through warrior 2, straightening the front leg, walking the back leg in slightly. 2 straight arms, 2 straight legs. Shift the torso forward, and then the hand comes down to the shin or to the ankle. If you have a block, you place that block on the outside of the foot. Whatever you can do to open up the chest, lift the body, finding a nice stretch and release at the same time. For another deep breath in. If you have the bind, you can bring that top arm back and around, grabbing the top of the left leg, which allows you to open the chest a little bit more and really get into those legs a little deeper. And release. That top arm comes down to the mat as we shift our back toes forward more and our hips toward the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, pyramid pose. Aiming to get that forehead to the knee. You can bend the front knee if you need to. 1 more deep breath in. And release. Walking the left foot out and the left hand on the inside of the left foot. And keep that back leg straight and come high on the back toes. Or option to lower the back knee and leg onto the mat, releasing the toes. You can stay up here. Option to have blocks or something to prop you up. staying in that crescent, or coming down onto the forearms and really getting deep into the hips in lizard pose. Breathing into this. You can come onto the outside edge of the left foot if it feels good to you. And allow the head to hang heavy for a moment. Releasing. And wherever you are, release. And everyone meet in down dog. I will take a modified vinyasa this time, lowering down all the way. Inhale up to cobra, and exhale, press back down dog for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're going to go through our warriors once again, but this time adding on warrior 3. So inhale, 3-legged dog right side. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. And step the foot between the hands, dial the back heel down. Lift up, warrior 1. Good. Breathe for a breath or two. And then hands come forward to parallel. Left arm pulls back on the arrow, shoots and releases. Opens up, warrior 2. Inhale to shift forward, flip the palm, reverse warrior, lift up to go back. And as we come up through warrior 2, straighten that front leg, going into triangle pose. Top arm lifts or wraps around to bind, opening the chest. And instead of going into pyramid this time, we'll take a bend in the front knee. And then come to standing splits. Left leg reaches up to the ceiling. And we'll take a couple donkey kicks here. So inhale to lift up tall. Exhale, bend both knees and straighten. Bend and kick back. Good. Bend and kick. Bend and kick away those worries. Bend and kick away the stress. Have fun with it. Bend, kick. One more. Bend and kick. You can drop the leg for a moment into crescent pose. Coming into high crescent for a moment, and then find warrior 3. Once again, we're going on that right leg, and this time bringing our whole body into a T. Left leg straight, toes are shooting toward the back of the room, fingers are shooting toward the front of the room. See if you can get your toes and your fingers a little farther apart. And release, step back, vinyasa or meet in down dog. Funky sequence here. This is our peak flow, so we'll run through this on the left side and then we'll move on. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Inhale, lift the left leg, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift the left leg, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross body, left knee, right elbow. Inhale to lift. Exhale, step that left foot through between the hands, dial the back heel, lift up, warrior 1. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Hands come forward. Pull the right arm back, open the chest to the side, release that arrow, and open up warrior 2 for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Shift forward, flip the palm over, and go up to go back, reverse warrior. Lift up and back through those left fingertips. Breathing here. Don't forget the bend in the front knee. And then through warrior 2, we'll straighten that front leg, step the back foot in a bit, shift the torso forward, and find triangle pose left side. Inhale, reaching tall through those right fingertips. Torso stays open and lifted. Option to find that half bind. Top arm grabs for the inner thigh. Open the chest. Breathing here. Once again, placing the hands down on the mat. kicking back up into standing splits. Right leg lifts, and we'll do those kicks, kicking away our troubles. Inhale, 2 straight legs. Exhale, bend both knees and kick. And another kick. It's okay to kick your problems because they're imaginary. Couple more, kick. One more, kick. And one more for good luck, kick. And then coming through crescent, resetting. And then lunge forward, warrior 3. One side might be a little weaker than the other. So option if you'd like to bring your hands into airplane arms. I find it steadies me a bit more. It's okay to wobble and fall. Once again, this is about facing our challenges, physical challenges and mental. Finding your edge, dealing with the discomfort. Good. Coming up and stepping back, flowing through a vinyasa. One more challenging pose of class before we cool it down. Everyone meeting down or facing dog, 3 breaths, or option to take child's pose for a rest here. One more push of class, little bit of abs, and then we wind it down. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and one more deep breath in, and deep breath out. Inhale, look forward to the top of the mat. Exhale, step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. This time, sit low into chair pose just for a moment. And then we're going to sit deeper and deeper and deeper until we find Navasana boat pose. Palms face up. Shins are parallel to the mat. Option to straighten the legs to find full boat. If you need to, you can drop your hands to the mat, challenge to keep your legs up, or just take one leg up or the other. Anything you can do here is perfectly fine. Challenge to get yourself back up to chair pose, and we're going to drop down to Navasana and chair a couple times before taking it down. Shifting the weight forward to chair pose. So ready? Up to chair. Swing the arms back, swing the arms up, and then find Navasana. We're going to do this 3 times. See if you can straighten your legs, and then find chair, swing the arms back, swing the arms up, and come back down to boat pose, and then find chair, and then back down to boat pose. Whew. This time, find forward fold. Forward fold. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Take a moment here to spread your feet a little wider. Grab opposite elbows. And just sway from side to side for a moment in ragdoll. Final time through chair. A couple lunges. So sink your hips low. Deep breath in. Bring your hands forward. This time, same arm as leg. As you bring your right leg back, you bring your right arm back into the arrow. So arrow and up. Left leg and left arm. Arrow and up. Right leg, arrow and up. Couple more. Arrow and up. Arrow and up. Arrow and up. 2 more. Arrow and up. Arrow and up. Last one and up. Last one and up. Hands come up and fold forward for a breath. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and then just sit back. Stretch your legs out long. Lift the arms up and fold forward, letting that go. Intense poses, perfect flow, in my opinion, to do when life gets hard, when we get in our own heads and we just need to feel strong in our bodies. And sometimes simply feeling strong in our bodies helps us feel strong in our minds as well. Inhale to lift up and let that go. Take your right leg and bend it in. Cross that right leg over the left. Inhale, lift the left arm up, and exhale, hook the left arm outside the right knee for a spinal twist. Inhale, long through the spine. Exhale, gaze off over the right shoulder. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good, release, let that side go. You can do a little counter twist, taking the hands to the mat outside the left hip, and then release it. Bend the left knee, cross it over the right. Inhale the right arm up, and exhale, hook the right elbow outside the left knee. Lift up tall through the spine, and twist deeper, open up to the side. Breathing in and exhaling. All right, release, lay down onto your mat slowly and with control. Just find waterfall pose for a moment, stamping your feet on the ceiling, at least imagining you're doing so. Breathing here for a moment. Take a couple yogi bicycles, just the final little bit of core work today. And take that left leg, come out straight, and bring that right knee in. Twist left elbow to right knee, and switch out the legs, right elbow to left knee. As fast or as slow as your body wants today. And yogi bicycles, maybe progressively getting a little faster. Or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Enjoying, hopefully, the calm that's sweeping over your body right now. Place the palms down. We'll do just a couple back bends, the final bit of work of class. Palms are down. Feet are pressed into the mat. Tuck the tailbone slightly. Deep breath in, and on an exhale, lift your hips up, bridge pose. Deep breath in, deep breath out, keeping the thighs parallel to one another. Maybe you can roll onto your shoulders as you lift your hips even higher. Deep breath in, and deep breath out. Let that go. I'm going to do one more set of bridge, but first, just windshield wiper your knees, or hug your legs, hug your knees into your chest. And back to bridge once again, palms face down. This time we're going to just do some single leg lifts during bridge. So inhale, exhale, lift the hips up. Stay lifted as you lift your right foot to the ceiling. And release. And take the left foot, lift it up. See if you can get your hips even higher. And release one more time each side, right foot up to the ceiling, lift and release. Left foot up and lift and release. Good. Windshield wiper those knees from side to side. And give yourself a big hug. A lot of today's class was really fierce, strong poses, strong warriors. This last minute or two of class, I want to just soften. Just soften into however you're feeling. Let your muscles relax. Now allow those knees to fall over to the right side. And your chest, your shoulders stay on the mat. Bring your arms to a cactus and look over your left shoulder. Breathing here. And release, bring those knees back to center and all the way across your body to the other side. Cactus the right arm, gaze over to the right as your left legs are on the mat, both shoulders on the mat as well. One more breath on this side. And back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. And then finally, just grab the outside edges of your feet. Pull your knees into your armpits. Happy baby pose. You can sway side to side like a happy baby. Just allowing yourself to play and soften and let everything go for this last moment of class. Release, feet up to the ceiling, and then slowly and with control, allow your feet to find the mat. Relax. Take a moment in Savasana to really just absorb the energy that you cultivated in your body in this short amount of time. Take these final breaths to notice the change in energy. Did your mood change? Does your body feel strong? Show yourself some love and gratitude for your strength, for your ability to preserve this time for yourself, for your self-care, for your physical health, and for your well-being. When you're ready, start to move off to your right side in a fetal position. And then use your arms, just press yourself up to seated, keeping the slow and controlled energy that we cultivated. And I like to end class by lifting the arms up to the sky and then bringing the hands together and down to our heart center, bringing this energy to our mind, to our mouth, to our words, and to our hearts. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a beautiful day.